2 months ago, I started a trade-up challenge with an initial budget of $3,000 with the intention to buy the cheap car within that budget and then trade or flip my way up until I get an exotic car, the Lamborghini. And this is the car number 3 in this trade-up challenge that I bought for only $1,000. Absolute crazy. And in this video, we're gonna fix everything that is wrong with this car so we can sell it for more or trade for something cooler and more valuable. And throughout this video, you're gonna see the next car in this trade-up challenge. And by the end of the video, I will give you some updates on the car giveaway that you can win at the end of this challenge. Let's go. As of right now, I'm still waiting for some parts to arrive for this Acura. Meanwhile, I want to take a moment and address a couple things. First off, I really want to appreciate you guys for being so encouraging. To be honest, did not expect that this challenge would get this much attention. And obviously, I'm super grateful. And another thing, while I'm waiting, I'm actually using this car as my hauler. So I'm relatively new to Arizona. I moved here a few months ago. So I'm still furnishing. So I got these chairs here. I used chairs that I bought for like 40 bucks, 2 of them. They're great, real wood here, real leather, and it's been great. So, but that's not what I was gonna talk to you about. So before this car will get fully fixed, which it needs a couple of things, which I mentioned in the previous episode, and I will update you again with my mobile mechanic once the parts show up. But in a couple of days, I have this appointment, a meeting set up for potential trade. I'm not sure if that's gonna work, but it's with this car, which is the 1997 C5 Corvette. It's red like it's supposed to be, and we'll see how that's gonna play out. I'm just super excited that I can potentially trade this for a C5 Corvette. But another thing that I wanted to go over with you, my audience, is what questions you guys have for me. I know I received a lot of comments in previous episodes, but I want to address some questions in the next episode. Any car questions, maybe any challenge questions specific to this 3K to exotic challenge questions, or maybe even personal questions. Whatever questions you guys have for me, please leave them in the comment section and I will address them in the next episode. But for now, let's get back to work. Well, it turns out, well, it looks like at least, the potential trade is not happening with this car. The guy decided to leave me on red and not really do anything. Look at that. He was communicating, he was interested, and then he decided not to pursue this, I guess, anymore. I'm not sure why people just ghost and they have no ability to say, hey, I'm not interested anymore, I'm not going for it. I mean, what's wrong with that? But I can't really do anything outside of my control. All I can do is how I react to what people do around me, right? So no biggie, moving on. Let's try and find another potential trade for the Acura. Hey, how's it going? Good, man. I never got your name.
Oh, my name is Steve.
Steve? Hey, Steve, my name is Red. So yeah, you got my question probably, right? So I know you said it's not drivable.
Yeah, I wouldn't drive it too far the way it is, just because, you don't want to chance it.
Okay, yeah. Just a couple of questions. Have you owned it for a while?
Probably been about 6 months. I bought it from a good friend of mine out of Palm Desert, California.
Yeah, you didn't really drive it, I'm assuming.
No, I didn't drive it much. I drove it to one mechanic. It needed a hose.
So you assume it needs a radiator?
Yeah, and that's what another guy told me too.
All right. Yeah, I have a mobile mechanic who would change the radiator for me for sure. Do you think it's possible to do it at your place so we don't have to tow it?
Yeah, possible.
Okay. But it starts, right? The engine runs?
Yeah, it starts.
Okay. Yeah, so you open for this possible trade then?
Possibly. I know the value is a lot different on those little Acuras. I mean, they're good cars, but...
Yeah, I looked into it. They still sell around $6,000. I'm not sure if you got any real offers. If your car was fully up and running, the value probably around $10,000.
Like 9, 10, 11, yeah.
Yes.
I'll be around here. I should be around most of the morning tomorrow, if you want to come by tomorrow. So yeah, text me in the morning and then we'll go from there.
Sounds great, yeah. And I'll get some updates on whether that person showed up or not.
Okay.
All right, Steve, hey, pleasure talking to you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye. All right, we'll see if this trade is possible because the Corvette guy just went silent. But let's go and check out this Range Rover if it doesn't sell tomorrow morning. Well, I was supposed to go and see the Range Rover this morning, but the seller, unfortunately for me, ended up selling it, which he did inform me when I was talking to him on the phone that he might be able to sell because he was expecting someone to show up and that person ended up buying it. So the Range Rover trade is not happening. However, what is happening is the improvement of you know what. And here I got all of the parts. I got the small sensor, the window regulator. I got the hood struts for the hood, so I don't have to use this thing anymore. And then I got the new headlight. Check this out. All nice and new and shiny because the Magic Mike couldn't, unfortunately, remove the cloudiness because it was from the inside, which is annoying. But the cool thing is this headlight cost $75 before tax. Amazing. In fact, all of these parts besides the oil and the filter cost me less than $200. How cool is that? So I'm waiting for my mobile mechanic. He's about to show up. Let's get this done and probably sell it. Hey Rob, how you doing? Nice seeing you. Is that your kid?
Yes, that's one of my oldest son.
What's your name?
King.
King? King? Like Mr. King? I love it. I love your hair too, man. Anyway, Rob, hey, nice seeing you.
I don't want to get dirty.
That's
man.
okay, man. Come
How are
on.
you?
At least this way I can get dirty because, you know, my audience tells me, oh, I'm lame for not working on my own cars. I'm like, that's not what I do though.
Right,
I go find them, and I want to share the rest of it with people like yourself, so you can win the bread and bring it to your table. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, I got some parts here. Let me show you. Yeah, brand new headlight. I had my detailer came by, and unfortunately the cloudiness is on the inside. It works totally fine. But the cloudiness wasn't removed. Apparently it's from the inside. That's both struts for the hood, yes. It doesn't stay straight. So that's a purge sensor here. Super easy to install apparently. Window regulator on the driver's side passenger door. And then oil with the filter. And that's it, man. Typical stuff, right? Something you can work on?
Oh yeah.
Let's go. All done, man? Look at this old headlight. Look at the new one. Wow.
Just got to plug the last one.
Hood struts.
Oil filters done. That new purge thing's on there.
It's on?
Hood's up.
Yeah, that's on. The headlight is on. All right. What about the window?
Yep.
It works? Did you check, King? Oh, look at that. Perfect. Hell yeah. All right, man. What's the damage again?
150.
King, here you go.
And then turn the headlights on.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it on?
Yep. And then right.
Right, so let's see.
Yep. And then turn signal. Yep.
Good? Perfect, man. All right, let's see if there's any lights now. Perfect. Look at that. It is ready to be sold. At this point, this car is fully ready to go. My mobile mechanic Rob did such a great job for such a little money too. It's incredible. I gave him some little tips, absolutely deserve it, especially with showing up with this kid. It's just so sweet and lovely. Anyway, now all we have to do is just go and take pictures, create a description, and it's gonna be ready to roll. It is now live on Craigslist. I listed it for $4,200. I think that's pretty decent. And now while we're waiting for it to be sold, I'm gonna run the numbers by you again so we are all up to date on numbers. So our total budget now before going into Acura was $5,000 after selling the Jeep. As I mentioned in the previous episode, if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. That was $5,000. And now with the Acura being all done and ready to be sold, I have new numbers for you. So as you see, Acura was bought for $1,000. And then I put $40 worth of gas. Parts that I bought on eBay for $160. Dang, I mentioned eBay way too much. They should sponsor me, damn it. And then Rob's labor, my mobile mechanics was $150, but I give him $30 tip. And the Magic Mike did his magic for $200. So the grand total now we are into Acura is, I don't know, together 15. So now that leaves us with $3,420. We have $3,420 to to work with. Actually, it is all right here. And that means while we're waiting for a potential buyer for the Acura, let's see if we can find another car to buy meanwhile.
How you doing?
I'm great. Elizabeth, right? Yeah. Well, you guys the first people.
Oh, really? What happened
I had
to the
like,
first client?
I don't know, he didn't
Can I
show.
see it?
Oh yeah, please, yeah, poke around.
What are you selling it for?
So I got this car from this lady and it was just sitting for a few months, and then I made it nice, did some work that needed to be done, and now I'm selling it. I don't need it. So you got 38 right now.
Yeah.
You have it on you?
Not me, but I can.
All right, here you go. Now you know where I live. So I can park this car here and you guys can take the key.
Okay, let's do this. On Friday, we're coming on Friday.
You want to come back on Friday?
Yeah.
Because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. And
Yeah, no problem.
And
The car will be in the port, protected, behind the gates. Nothing gonna happen to it. You have the key. This is the only key I have. So I'm not gonna go make the new key, obviously.
okay, I give you the $1,000.
Okay.
On Friday, we go to take the emission test and we go to the third party. When I got the title, I pay the rest. Is that
Sure.
good to you?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah?
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you.
So $1,000 now and 28 on Friday.
Yes.
Sounds great. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We have a
Okay.
deal.
Okay.
All right. I took the deposit for it and we're going to make it happen in 24 hours. All right. I got the title. All right. 500,000, 15, 2000, 25, 21, 22, 26, 27, and 28. All right. All right. The Acura is going away right there. And I got lots of 20s as the rest of the payment for it. So sold for $3,800. Not bad at all. I could have gotten more, but I wanted to help this woman who has been in an accident, so not a biggie. Not a biggie at all. Now let's regroup with numbers and then go and find the next vehicle in the 3K to Exotic Challenge. Let's go. All right, here's what the numbers look like now. So we had a $5,000 before we bought the Acura, then we all into Acura at $1,580, then we sold it for $38. And then there was a leftover from the $5,000 budget, which was $34.20 was the leftover. Then we sold it for $38. Now total, our new budget is, so this is the new budget that we're working with right now. Now with that being said, let's go and find the next deal. Let's hit the road. I'm all packed up, ready to hit the road. I'm driving to California, specifically to Palm Springs. I have a couple of friends that I'm meeting in Palm Springs, and I have my eyes laid on a couple of cars in Palm Springs. And since Palm Springs is known for its retirement community, usually older people have older cars that are very well preserved and lower miles. Let's see if we can find a car or two in Palm Springs. This is the moment, finally. I've been waiting for it because I wanted to start going to different states and picking up cars for this challenge. And I'm finally able to do it because we have the bigger budget. It's above $7,000 budget all we have right now, which is already pretty good because we can buy some interesting, cool cars for that much money and still have budget to travel because I'm still considering my road expenses, obviously. But what I wanted to tell you guys, I know I get a lot of comments that you guys wish me to see in the Lambo as soon as possible already. You guys can't wait to see. I can't wait for it as well, but at the same time, I'm truly enjoying the journey. There's so many cool cars I can buy in between. Yes, I started with a $3,000 budget, which was, I was pretty limited to buy a car to kickstart this challenge, and I was able to, and I was so lucky, I was so blessed to start with the Acura TSX. But now our budget is getting bigger and bigger, and there's so many cool cars you can buy. And with each car in between, I want to show you guys all those cars. I want to tell you the cool stories behind them. I want to share the driving experience with you guys and all of the joy I get from all these cars and fixing them, maybe even not fixing or even polishing and just trading or flipping right away. But the point is, I want to focus on the journey. I'll get to Lambo whenever I get to it, but the journey is the joy, is the focus personal for me. With that being said, let's see if we can pick up a car in Palm Springs and then figure out how I'm gonna be able to bring it back, because at that point I'm gonna have two cars, obviously, because I'm driving there. So I'll see you in Palm Springs. By the way, majority of you voted coupe or convertible in the community tab. I think over 300 people at the time of recording this video, which is awesome. Like 60% of you wants the car giveaway at the end of this 3K to Exotic Challenge be convertible or the coupe. And I don't blame you. Obviously, the best driving experience you can get is in the coupe or convertible. It's tremendously enjoyable, especially when it's December around and you're in tropical weather like desert, like here in Arizona, and you can drive convertible. So if you guys still want the body style that you want, please go and vote in the community tab if you haven't yet. Let's keep this ball rolling. Alright, we're looking at the original Lexus. Oh wow, look at this engine.
Here's the maintenance records.
Okay, great. Red, that's my name. I love it. Oh, look at the bottom, it's pretty dry. Man, this old school machine is so cool. The timing belt was done at 75,000 miles. That's a great sign. Let's take it for a drive. Look at this interior. I love this old school luxury sedan. Oh my God. Look at these wheels. Good old V8s.
It's a great car, you know. It's just
Yeah,
it shifts really smoothly too.
yeah. All right, yeah, I want to get it to like 50.
Yeah, go for it.
50 feels good. 55. All right. Cody works out here. Look at this. This is lovely. Oh yes.
It looks like you work out too.
A little bit when I have time. This is great. I love it. How many pull-ups do I have to do to get $3,400 deal? Tell me.
I'd say
100? Since you found the second key, giving me a new tail light. Okay, 35
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna grab cash. Bunch of 20s, sorry about that.
Perfect.
35, right?
35.
Beautiful, man.
Perfect. Excellent.
Check this out. The very first fuel up. Spot the car and it is ready to hit the road. Oh yes, baby. The original LS. Let me officially introduce you to the car number 4 in the 3K to Exotic Challenge, and I can't be happier enough. I'm so excited. I've been hunting for LS, the original Lexus LS, for so long, way before the 3K to Exotic Challenge, but now I'm so happy it is part of it. And I found it here while hanging out with friends in Palm Springs. It's been great. But now the question would be, how do I take both of these cars back to Phoenix? Because obviously I drove here. And here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna tow it. I don't know how much it's gonna cost me yet, but I do have some people who helped me once to take the car from Phoenix to LA when I sold it. And apparently they're on the way back from LA today, later today. I'm gonna be able to maybe take the car back to Phoenix, one of them at least. I was thinking to tow this, but instead I was probably gonna take my car on the trailer and then drive the Lexus. And I'm a little worried if it's gonna actually make it because it's around 300 miles and this is a almost 35-year-old car now. But if I do break down, that's gonna be part of the new episode. Guys, how are you? You guys gonna be able to take it to Phoenix? I love it. 300 from Palm Springs to Phoenix. Okay, great. Nice. All right, that's gonna be $300. That issue is resolved. Now I'm gonna take the Lexus back to Phoenix. Wish me luck. So far, so good in this old school Lexus. Not a single light is on the gauge cluster, and it feels great. It is really great. And I'm going above 60 miles per hour on the way to Phoenix. It is beautiful and a beautiful old school car. So good. So far, it's been really good with this car. I'm so excited. I'm almost halfway through, almost in Phoenix, and it's been performing very well. And I'm so excited that our budget getting bigger because we can get into really cool cars. And this is the first car in this challenge that is really cool. It has a lot of heritage and lots of quirks because it is from different times. I mean, this car is almost 34, 35 years old, and it is amazing. In the next episode, I'm excited to get into nitty-gritty of this car, tell you some cool stories, and give you the full tour. And I'm also excited to make this beauty even more beautiful. It does have some rough areas on the paint, but nothing that Magic Mike cannot handle, and I'm excited to have him again in the next episode to make this beauty shine again. And I already mentioned this early in the video, but I want you to pick the car, the body style of the car giveaway at the end of this challenge, and I want you to pick that one. And in the previous episode, I created a poll in the community tab, so you can go and vote for the body style that you want that car to be. So far, there's over 300 of you voted, and 60% or so of you voted for the coupe or the convertible body style, which I'm all for it. Again, there's plenty of time to pick the right body style, and later on in the future episodes we're going to get into more details of the car that you guys want to win. But for now, we have to determine the body style you want. So if you haven't voted yet, please go to community tab and find that post with polls and vote the body style that you guys want the car to be. The next episode obviously will be fully dedicated to this beauty. There's also some leftover on the budget. I will update you on the budget as well. I'm just so excited to get into cool cars now. As our budget gonna increase, more cool cars gonna show up within these episodes of 3K to Exotic Challenge. But this is the first cool car, the grandpa of cool, reliable cars. I'm so excited to have this car in these series. And if you haven't checked out previous episodes yet, please do so right here, and also keep following this journey because more cool cars coming to these series. I'll see you in the next one, and thank you for being here.